Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. Really glad you could join me today here in the kitchen. Well, I just got back from shopping at Trader Joe's, and across from Trader Joe's there's a Whole Foods. And so I got a few things from Whole Foods, but I got the bulk of my order from Trader Joe's. And so I'm going to carefully go through these food items and show you some of the healthy food choices that I chose for this plant-based lifestyle. So thanks for joining. On this plant-based lifestyle going on 5 years. I was around 57 years old when I adopted this lifestyle, and I'll be 62 in March. And so, my has the time flown by. But anyhow, after a while you develop a rhythm as far as what food choices to make, and it really becomes quite the nice lifestyle to get away from all the meats and the dairies and the cheeses and the oils, those foods that it's a slow form of poison, really, that brings injury to our body. And, personally for myself and even my wife now, she's been on this lifestyle for a couple of years now, but, we both have experienced amazing results. My blood pressure's plummeted, my cholesterol's plummeted, all my achy joints went away, and numerous other things. And on top of that, as a bonus, I lost 65 pounds and, regained my energy. I often tell people that I feel like I've developed a set of wings, and so anyhow, what I'm going to do is carefully go through these food items and show you what I ended up buying. So I'm going to start over here to the left of the sink here. And one of our favorite breads is this Ezekiel bread, and I ended up getting some cinnamon raisin this morning on McDougall Friends Facebook group. Someone suggested they have cinnamon raisin bread for like a snack once in a while. I thought that was a good idea. But this is also the Ezekiel 4.9 sesame bread that we end up getting. We love that for our sandwiches, especially in the summer when we have our tomato sandwiches. And then we ended up getting some of these artisan brand baked fresh daily multi-grain rolls. These are great for when we have our homemade vegetable soup or potato soup. And these also have no oil in them. And then over here, my wife usually buys their laundry detergent. And then another favorite of ours is their lavender soap. I would highly encourage you to try that if you haven't already. And then their dish soap. And then we use their paper towels here. And then in the upper shelf here, we have some of their Jozo's cereal, and then their shredded bite-sized wheats. Sometimes in the evening, around 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'll end up having a bowl of cereal. And then I use their organic soy beverage, unsweetened, non-dairy. And what's great about this is it only has, it's from water and whole organic soybeans. And so that's one of my favorite plant milks. And then here in the front, their brown Basmati rice. It's a favorite of ours. We used to get some white rice once a month, but we ended up weaning ourselves from that because ultimately brown rice is healthier for us, and so we've adapted to that, and we just end up getting the brown rice. And then I get their 10-minute farro, and then I also get their barley. I also will add some of that to my beans that I make in the pressure cooker for the week. And then their organic white quinoa, and then the organic flax meal, we end up using that in a couple tablespoons in our oatmeal every morning. And then over here, the few items that I did get from Whole Foods here, they're right across from Trader Joe's where we shop. And so we end up getting their cilantro, which is a favorite of ours. And then we get their Ezekiel sprouted green tortilla shells. My wife and I love our rice and beans using those shells. And then here on the upper shelf here from Trader Joe's, we ended up getting their maple syrup. Use a little bit of that sparingly in my different recipes. And then their oatmeal. I like their multi-grain oatmeal. And then I also get their old-fashioned organic oats. And I also get some canned beans as a backup. But I mostly make a big batch of beans in our pressure cooker for the week. And then some unsweetened applesauce. And we did end up buying a jar of minced garlic this time. Normally we use fresh garlic, but we thought we'd give that a try. And then we got a big bag of oranges. And we got some organic ketchup there. Another favorite of ours is their sweet chili sauce. And I water that bottle down once it gets about half empty. And then shake it up. But I use that on our rice, and it's really tasty. And then there's spicy brown mustard. I use that a lot when I make my beans for the week to add a nice spice. Also, their vegetable broth, and you want to make sure, again, vegetable broth you buy has no oil in it. And then a favorite of mine too now is their Pero coffee. In fact, I actually got this here from from Whole Foods, their Pero. And that's one of my favorite coffee blends or coffee substitutes. I have used the Ticino before, the hazelnut, and I've also used the Dandy blend, but I've really enjoyed this Pero, and it's easy to buy for me from Whole Foods. And then here, my wife likes to drink their organic green tea. And then we get their tomato paste we use we make spaghetti about once a week. I end up using the sauce from my garden. So we got some tomato paste to thicken the sauce a little. And then we get their organic whole wheat spaghetti noodles. And then right here we got some couple heads of garlic there. And some organic white button mushrooms. We like putting them in our tortillas for the week. And here in the front, this is my big pile of frozen vegetables here. I ended up buying a bag of this. This is one of our favorites. It's fire roasted bell peppers and onions. And so these are tasty and delicious in your beans that I put these in my beans. And so they're already prepared and cut and sliced and also fire roasted. And then here to the right, we got some broccoli florets. And then some peas. I really like their organic corn, so I buy a lot of that. And then also I like their Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts are 99 cents for a 16-ounce bag, so I buy a lot of them. And I actually throw those cook these, the corn and the Brussels sprouts in a covered dish. I put it in the microwave for 6-7 minutes, and that cooks them real nice for me, nice and quick and easy. And then we get some of their organic chopped spinach. And then we get a lot of blueberries, because I put blueberries in our oatmeal every morning. And it's one of our favorites. And I add a little bit of maple syrup. And so anyhow, I think that pretty much is what we ended up getting from Trader Joe's this morning. So anyhow, I hope this gave you some ideas on healthy food choices for your plant-based lifestyle. And let me encourage you to just continue on in this lifestyle. Again, the benefits have been amazing. I'm now able to play on the floor with my grandson. You know, before I weighed 265, now I'm down around 199. And, you know, again, with all this extra energy, you can do things you haven't been able to do for years. And plus, again, you can reverse and even cure most of your chronic diseases. And so, you know, what a blessing that is, what hope that can offer to a lot of people. And so anyhow, I just want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope this video has been helpful. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred.